Okay, another project that I did for CUNA was for their sales and marketing department, and that project was something that had been put on hold, and so when they brought me in, they were on a fairly tight timeline to get it done, which is not uncommon. And that involved my working with both a team of developers at CUNA, and then also a team of developers from another organization. And so, and that team was not available on site, so again, the communication with them, everything had to be handled through email and phone conferencing. And so, because I was an architect and lead developer on this project, what happened is that I had to do a lot of communicating with this other team that did the majority of the development. I would essentially create code and templates, which then they would use to create additional features and functionality on the site, but they would have to follow the architecture that I was building. That project actually that went through all the phases of concept and development and testing, and the defect rate on that again was so low that we actually made it through the test phase into production in a very short order. And a big part of the reason for that is because of the way that it was architected. There were several base classes that I wrote that inherited from other classes in the .NET framework that are utilized in ASP.NET. But then by doing that, what happened is that if there's any change that was needed in that architecture that would impact not only all the forms, but all the controls. And so we architected several base controls that then were used throughout the application, and then also those controls that were used as templates to create new controls. But those were all dependent on base classes again too, so then what happens is that your quality and reliability goes way up, because if there's any change, typically you can go to a base class, make any change, and then it impacts all the controls exactly the way you want them to occur. So that was a very successful application, and I was, as well as CUNA was happy with the result.